What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be building the whip across, or the lateral extension hind Barshoe for our state association's FAWS, the fall convention here, which is next week actually. So this is the shoe we got to make. It's probably hard to tell on the screen, but I'll post a picture up as well. It's 15 inches of 3/8 by 1. The one will be where the outside is bumped up. And then I'll do a whip across where I'm building the whole bar out of one branch, and then I'll weld it right here at the junction point of where the lateral extension is. So let's get into it. Let's do it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark 2.5 inches here for the medial side. And that's going to be how much I'm going to turn up for my bar to do the whip across. And then first heat, I'm going to just get about 4 inches or so, and I'm going to bump this outside up just to get some width into it. Alright, so I'll just bump up this outside. A little waspy on my hammer today. So I'm just going to do a little scarf here. We'll see if this works or not. Yeah, so that's 3/4 of an inch bumped into the outside there. So yeah, you may notice I'm actually using the other hammer that I built at Riley's house. So coming up here shortly, we're going to be doing the hammer giveaway. So don't think I didn't forget about it. I'm just trying to figure out a clever way of making it entertaining on how to pick a winner. So stay tuned for the hammer giveaway coming up soon. So I'm going to turn it here at my mark, which is 2.5 inches. And this is my first one I've made, so it's kind of how we do R&D. You just got to figure it out and do it. So I'm just going to pack it down like I'm making a normal hockey stick. Trying to develop my corner there. Alright, so that's about where we got it so far. Now I'll do another heat on it. Just going to keep hacking into it, and I'm going to try to form that titty there where it needs to be in the center. just gonna do a quick little heat on it, so that way I can just put a little scarf there for that, so when I get them folded over, that they'll be able to be set up to be welded. Just taking a quick little heat on this here. I'm actually gonna square it off just a wee little bit here. Alright, so now we can mark center and then just build our shoe. So I'm just going to go to this outside heel here, so it's at 11 7/8. We'll find center, which I believe is going to be about like 5 15/16. But I'm just going to do it as a rough guesstimate here, because this side's going to get forged out more and grow, so I might do like, I'm going to set it for a 1/2 inch here off center. And then if that mark changes, so be it. I'm just kind of giving myself a mark there for guesstimation on where I want to turn my toe and have my toe started at. Well, I guess my camera just turned off as I did the toe bend, so yeah, that's cool. So I just measured here from my center dot. This is 6 3/4 to the outside, and this is 6, so that's quite a bit of difference. So I'm actually going to have to adjust my center dot and just kind of push this around a little bit to get it to kind of even out. I am going to end up running that out just a little bit on the outside, just kind of from here to here. So it's not going to give me 3/4 of an inch, so I'm just going to have to push my toe around just a little bit. We're going to start with the outside branch first here. Just going to run it up just a wee little bit right through here. It's going to be the hardest part of getting this quarter bent. So we'll just kind of come out with it some more. There, watch out, Arlo. Now we'll flatten it. Start putting on some of your hammer boxing. Alright. So this is where we're at now. This outside heel pretty much drops off just like that, so there's no sense of putting a heel on it or anything. So it's kind of about where we want it. I'm going to run up our inside just a little bit more, turn it around, and then we'll be ready to weld it. Alright, now we'll do the medial branch. All right, so we're pretty close right there to being scarfed over. So what I need to do is get this outside hot and kick it over some. So when welding, what you can do when you're trying to get your scarves lined up and flattened together, so you set this side down first, you just flatten it all the way up from the toe, down, flip it over, and then go from this side from the toe all the way down to the heel. And what it does is it flips it up this way, and meshes them together. So basically what now I need to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of heat on this so I can put some flux on it. A little more than we really need, but it's got to get up to this temperature anyway. We'll get it brushed out. Look out, Arlo. Yeah, look out. Get it brushed. Now we'll put some flux. I'm kind of spread out just a little bit on my seams here, which is alright, so then I can get a little bit of flux down into it. Now we got it fluxed up. Let's weld it. First hit I'm just going to hit down, and then I'm going to try and bring my scarf together. Just trying to pull my scarf together here. Brush some of our slag off. Alright, so now we're pretty much together. We're stuck. That seam there just needs a little bit more coming down with, but now we just need to do another welding pass. Flatten it out. Now this bar was supposed to measure 3 3/8 from point to point. Oh yeah, I'm way big. I'm at 3 7/8, so 2.5 is way too much. So now I may just take one more heat on this weld here and call it good. Alright, so we're going to T-square it So this is why, so my center dot's way over here, so that's why I'm not committing to it by using like a set of calipers. So got it pretty well like squared up on the anvil and kind of where I think I need it. Mark it like that. All right, now we just gotta fuller it. Fuller it. Start off by doing a little bit of hemming, which you can't see on the camera here. Trying to get it fullered to depth here. I'm actually just going to mark these nails and then I'll put a little bit of heat on it. Let's see. Alright, we'll just put a little bit of heat on it. Then I'm just going to punch that other side there. Don't need a ton of heat to get it punched. So I'm going to start at the toe because it's colder. We always use our Kirkpatrick Forge lube for quenching our tools. Yeah, so if you want to get yourself some good tool lube, handmade in the USA, go to www.kirkpatrickforge.com. Now we'll run our fuller back through it. Now punch it again. It's all what you want to see when you're pritchling is one hit. So I like to bottom it out, just give it a little tap, like that, and then one sharp hit. It pushes out good. And now we'll flatten it. so now we'll crease our inside branch. So we're going to start by hemming up the branch here where our fullering's going to go. Here's a quick brush. Now our first pass is going to be light because we're going to mark it. And it's pretty hot. Now we can come a little heavier. You don't want to just go straight to smacking it in there, because then it'll just distort and blow it out really bad because it's super hot. So as it's cooling down, you can start to get heavier with your hammer and swing just a little bit harder. Keeps your section clean, and less to clean up down the road when you're going to clean up your section and your frog eyes after you punch. Now we'll punch it. I gotta say, this hammer's pretty freaking sweet. And this punch, not gonna work. She broken. So now I'm just looking to see if I'm straight across from each other. Might just take this one back just a tiny little bit. Yeah, so you're kind of looking, there's a shiny mark where the punch was. That's what you want to see. Now you're at depth. So flatten it out on the back side real quick. Then we'll go to the horn, clean it up. Now I'm hitting square. Square to start. I'm not twisting the section one way or the other. So now I'm going to just go back through it the other direction. So basically I'm trying to clean up anything that's washed out. Now we'll go back through it with our fuller. Yeah, and then the next heat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quarter clip it. And then we'll rasp it. And then we'll be done with it. So you just do one smack all the way through. One smack, bottom it out. One smack to get it through. Bottom it out, heavy one. Then we'll flatten it out. So this is where we're at now. So now we just quarter clip it. And when I quarter clip shoes, I always start with the right branch first. So I'll clip this side first. Let's get an overall heat on it, and then I can run through it, clean it up, and then we'll do the other branch. All right, now we're gonna clip it with the brush. Seat it out just behind it. Now we're gonna hit in the same spot, create our source. Flatten behind it. Using the heel of my hammer to draw it out. Now I'm going to hit some flat blows to clean it up. Give it a brush. Now we just got to go through the section real quick. On the horn. best way to flatten out clips, the way I was taught actually, or who had told me was Dusty Franklin, is you have your clip facing to you, and then you can flatten behind it. You can get up and hit, and your hammer is naturally just going to draw right behind it. Versus if you're trying to go away this way, you're going to hit the top of your clip. So when you flatten behind your clip, have it facing to you, and then you can get behind it like that. I learned that from Dusty Franklin, 5-star horseshoe school. And he may have heard it from somebody else as well. Hard telling. Alright, now we just gotta clip up our other branch. Gonna clip this side, brush it, seat out just behind it, start our source. Flat behind it. Using the heel of my hammer to draw it out. Now I'll finish it off with some flat blows. Do a quick brush. Now we'll just go through on the horn, clean it up. I can already tell I'm really big, my shoe. That's alright, it's practice. You don't find out, you don't learn unless you do it. You gotta start somewhere. So that's why I'm helping try to break that ice. For those of you that may not know where to start, or how to start, or even think about, well, how do I even go about doing it? This is how I figure it out. I'm gonna give it a quick brush. And then I can flatten behind the clip, have the clip facing towards me. Go down the rest of the branch. Go through with my fuller again. I reckon if you got strong clips, you should be able to prickle that out just like that. If you got weenie ones, they're just going to bend. Alright, so now we just need to go over the vise, rasp it up, make it pretty or whatever. Let's see, I'll check my measurements here. I know I'm really big. 5 3/8 wide by 5 7/8, 5 3/4 long. My bar from tip to tip is 3 3/4, and that's supposed to be 3 3/8. So yeah, it's pretty big. I gotta check the measurements on how wide and stuff it is. That might not be too hard, but yeah. Let's rasp it up. Got it rasped up here. Now basically what I'm gonna do now is just I'm gonna do a quick brush, clean up, make sure it's flat, and then I'm gonna name stamp it. Put my name in it, probably just do it like right there, and we'll be done with her. Put our name on it, like a dog marking our territory. Give it a brush. Spend all that time rasping it, might as well keep it clean. It's like your truck. Spend all that money buying it, might as well keep it clean. Check to see how flat we are. God dang, that's actually pretty close. Don't really gotta do much. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Well, I'm not gonna do much more now. I'm just gonna pitch the clips. And we'll brush it some more here. Came out looking pretty good. Not too shabby. Fairly happy with that for the first one I made. Now I just got to figure out how to make it smaller on the next one. Well, there we have it. Got the lateral extension bar shoe all done. Doing the whip across version. I am about out of coke, so I don't really have enough to do the other shoe. But I think in the contest next week, this is the method I'm going to go about doing it. But came out looking alright. She's a bit big, but I think it'll do. First time using this hammer. This was the other one that I thought I kind of screwed up at when I built it at Riley's place, but actually swings pretty dang good. So stay tuned. We will be doing the hammer giveaway here shortly, so I know you guys might be anxious here to find out who's gonna win that, so just stay tuned. I'm coming up with a clever way on how to do it. So if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like it even more, hit the like button for me, and then if you think somebody else could benefit from it, share it with them. Appreciate you watching. See you at the next one.